Okay, everyone. We are back in the sketchbook today. There we go. Oh, office is a train wreck again. I don't know what I've been doing all day, man. Just so busy and tired and sleepy and all of the above.
Is anyone there? Hey.
Check, 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 hey! I'm DJ, not Porter Robinson. Hands up, let's go! One, two, three, let's go! Hey, 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 go!
Yo, what's up? Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty short one today. Real chill. Gonna hang out in the sketchbook for a little bit. I have a lot of work to have to get done tonight. This is the first day in a long time I have felt like not wanting to draw. Or I'm just like, I would rather go do other stuff right now. More specifically, like I just want to go I want to go to the gym. I think I don't know, kind of anything except drawing. That's like drawing is like the last thing I want to do today. But I have so much work to do. What's going on, Exo? Thanks for coming through, man. What you got going on right now? Let's work earlier. I finished some badge artwork. Is that for Sabo? Cannot draw anymore, man. I can't remember the last time I drew something that was like acceptable. Oh, for Konnichiwa, that's cool. Are they gonna give you a table? Did it as a favor? That's cool. Keep the connections, stay in their good graces and all that stuff, right? That's cool. I'm 100% gonna do the Sakura Con contest. It's worth it. It's worth the gamble. I mean, if you get in, like, if you get in, not only is your... First off, we need to see how Sakura is this year. The best thing Sakura had going for it was that it was so few artists. But now they've cranked it up and they changed the location of the artist alley. It could potentially just be a regular show now for artists. That show is always so highly regarded by artists because it was so hard to get into, and like you just always did so well. But with all the changes they made, they could have just it could just be a regular con now. But still, a free table's a free table. And then it'll be cool to have the artwork on a badge. You know, I've never had my artwork on a badge before. I don't know. I should start hitting up more cons and being like, I don't know, I just never just never happened. Like the opportunity never came up, but I've also never hit anyone up for that. You know what I am focused on for 2024? I'm sure you saw the post on in the Discord. Yeah, I've been at the game for a while now, but I'm sure you read it in the Discord, but like I was looking at my Facebook memories and then I saw a convention list for 2020. And for those who don't know, my strategy for 2020 was to go more international than, you know, instead of staying in the US. But when 2020 happened, you know, I was just like, fuck all these cons. I'm not going to be doing this hardcore anymore. But now that I'm dipping my feet back in, I'm looking at the old strategy and I'm just like, we can probably get back to this international business now that everything's open again. So I had the 2020, I had Singapore, Australia, 2 weekends in Australia actually, and then Germany. I had quite a few internationals, yo. Yeah, I had quite a few international shows for 2020 because that's what this strategy was going to be. I was just like, yo, I'm tired of doing these, you know, these US based cons, just because I'm just like, yo, I've been doing this for so long, we gotta change it up, you know, we gotta reach a little bit higher. But I think I just straight up forgot about this strategy once I once I quit the con game. So once I saw that Facebook memory, I went through my old YouTube videos and I found the one for Dokomi. Dokomi is that Dokomi is the anime convention in Germany, Dusseldorf. And I remember, or when I watched back in that video, there's a section of it where I start talking about like the goals for the following year, which that was in 2019. And I was just like, man, that sounds like so much fun. Just like, I'm so fucking bored of the US. I was just like, you know what? Let's fucking go at it. So I put out a little feeler and I'm looking for anime, specifically anime shows. I'm open to anything, but anime shows more specifically. To get out there, yeah. Pretty big anime community, and food is supposed to be Singapore. Yeah, so Singapore, I had a table at Dojinma, the Dojin market. But you know, with COVID, they didn't offer refunds, and they wouldn't offer to roll my table past 2023. But I was just like, yo, I'm not in a position to go to Singapore right now. So I'm gonna try to reapply. And hopefully they'll let me back in. I'll just email them and be like, hey, I had a spot. I couldn't make it. It's supposed to be this weekend, by the way. Yeah, so for 2023 with the cons, I'm going to a lot of shows that I've never been to in areas that I haven't been to before. So that's okay. I'm not just doing the same thing over and over this year. I do have some new areas and some new shows, but yeah, I'm looking to get out of here and hit other places. Ask, how did you learn your skills? Did you use YouTube and stuff like that to learn? Thanks for the follow, by the way. No, I did not go to any formal art school. Everything I learned was from the internet and internet books and, like you said, trial and error, aka just practicing. Practicing is all just trial and error. Yeah, it's in regards to where I found the info to study, it was YouTube and books. And the books I chose are based on like what specific things I wanted to learn. So I would just, this is what you can do. You could find artists online who are good at whatever the thing is that you want to get good at. And then you can just ask them. You'd be like, well, what books do you recommend? You know, take what they say with a grain of salt. But usually they'll be pretty good about answering that kind of stuff. You know, don't ask a generic, how did you, what can I do to get better? If you ask somebody, if they're just like, yo, you're really good at, let's say, industrial design. I forgot his name, but there was a dude who I used to follow. I'm sure I still follow him. He just doesn't show up in my feed anymore. I was in love with his industrial design. I think he worked as an engineer professionally, but I followed his Instagram. His industrial design was so top notch. So then I asked him, the DM that I sent him wasn't, hey, how can I get better? It was, yo, your industrial work is so good. Did you go to school? And if so, what do you recommend? And he was straight up. He was just like, yeah, I recommend How to Draw by Scott Robertson. And, you know, that's how I fell in love with that book. But I would have never even considered getting that book if I didn't just ask him. So that would be the best strategy. Find artists online who are really good at whatever the specific topic is that you need to get better at that moment. And just ask them. Be like, hey, would you recommend a book or a YouTube video or something? Yeah. I'm not I've never gone to like a formal art school. So I actually don't have a strong opinion either way about it. I don't have an informed opinion about art school. So I'm the wrong person to ask about that kind of stuff. Ugh, I draw for shit, man. A horrible couple days with the drawing.
OK です。では、最後のミュージックユニティとなります。Day1、最後の DJ 紹介したいと思います。KZ ライブチューンやっぱ最後の空港ということでね、全部連れてきたい。やってくぞー空港最後まで楽しんでいきましょう。羽田空港ミュージックユニティ2023ライブ中にKZよろしくお願いします。
You need to stretch? How long have you been working today? You're like, since I woke up. Isn't that one of those things where you feel like you're procrastinating, but it could just be you're physically tired, right? Where you're just like so physically tired from working so many hours. That's how I'm feeling today. But then I have to remind myself, I'm like, nah, son, like you need to just stop being a little fucking bitch. I'm talking about me, not you. But I'm just like, man, you gotta stop being a bitch and just get some wake up juice in you. And that's how my internal conversations go. Man, I'm tired. And then the other side of me is just like, oh, you a bitch. Yo, what? What's going on, man? How's everything? What? Hope everything is hope everything's going all right for you, dude. It's good to see you again, man. And if you have to lurk, that's all good too. Working, being a father, yeah. Ah, dude, it's hella good to see you, man. It's been a really chaotic few months over here. Man, how long has it been? It's gotta be months at least, right? Yeah, in a couple months ago, for the past couple months, I've been on, all right, man. Thanks for coming through, dude. Keep it up. You gonna get some coffee? All right, man. I haven't had coffee in a hot minute. It makes my wife nauseated, the smell of it. Oh, dude. Hope your kid's doing all right. Yeah, I've been on nursing duty here at home for the past couple of months. Taking care of the wife. Thankfully, she's getting a lot better. She like doesn't need my help to go do like normal stuff, like go to the bathroom and all that kind of stuff. You know, for the longest time, when I was on like full nurse duty, there's a time when I was thinking, oh my man, I was like, man, I'm gonna have to help her like for everything. I was like, man, forever? I was so mentally ready for it, but he is getting better. So, oh, Wishel, you haven't been around for that, huh? So mid last year, we found out that my wife has cancer, and it wasn't until like late last year, around September last year, we went in and got a couple surgeries done, and then that didn't take care of the issue. So then while she was recovering from that, I was on like full nurse duty here at home, like, you know, like what do you call that when you're just taking care of someone? What's the word? Like a caregiver, right? And then once she healed up from the surgeries, she started going in for like chemotherapy and radiation treatment and stuff like that. And that put her on her ass too. So it's just been this roller coaster of like medical procedures and all that stuff. And that's why the streams have been really inconsistent. That's why you haven't been able to even hop in at our normal stream time, because I haven't been streaming at the normal time because we haven't been able to. So, but you know, I got like important shit to take care of, like actual important things to take care of, right? So, that's why we haven't been streaming at the normal time. I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying, if anyone's wondering why we haven't been at the normal time, that's why. Yeah. Amanda, what's going on? Thanks for hopping in the stream. Oh no, my vape died. Shit. If only I had another one right here. Yeah, Witchell, you know, hope everything is okay on your end as well, man. You know, having a sick kid, that's no joke, man. Welcome everyone. If you're just hopping in, we're just hanging out in the sketchbook today, just getting some miles in. But yeah, Witchell, that's how long it's been, huh? Yeah, if you were here during some of that the past couple months, I'd be streaming for like 20 minutes. I'd be like, all right, hold on. Now dropping. It was fun because it was kind of, I did the best I could. Where like anytime we had to stop the stream, I would just throw up an ad. Yo, our ad revenue went way up during those times, though. I had to start doing that more. Fluffy, I appreciate that. Oh, Witchell, we finished another collage. We finished the Ninja Turtle piece. Yeah, I finished that Ninja Turtles piece while we were doing all the... I can't believe we finished another collage during the middle of all this. Actually, two of them, right? We finished the Ninja Turtle and then we redrew, kind of cleaned up the Overwatch one too. Yeah, so I have some NDA stuff going on here. I picked up a really cool project. Some really cool work. I can't tell you exactly what it is because of NDA stuff. But man, when the time comes, it's gonna be so fun. I can't wait to show y'all what we've been working on. You know, we haven't missed a single day of streaming since December 23rd. Now, they haven't all been quality. But god damn it, we get on here. Yeah, look at my Twitch analytics. And I'm just like, all right, we have some stream time every day. It's tough, you'll get through it. Your wife's had a hard time lately. Hospital appointments. Oof. Also gonna diagnose with lung cancer. Oh, lung. You know, I've learned so much over the past few months. Sorry to hear about the lung cancer. I'm sure the natural question is she a smoker? The grandma. Oh, Witchell, so by the way, in regards to smoking, I am 100% incapable of smoking cigarettes now. My body just can't do it anymore. Like, if I light one up, I just get sick. I'll take like 2 drags and then I want to throw up. Like, I want to kill myself. You know, we have not had any channel points redemptions because I haven't given you all anything to redeem. Like before, it used to be shiny checks on Pokemon Go, but we don't play Pokemon Go anymore. So it's just like, I know that there are people who must be sitting on massive channel points. And we were doing the math, and I was just like, all right, so there's a lot of people who are going to get to the sketchbook, or excuse me, not sketchbook, the sketch commission tier of the channel points. So I think like next year, around this time next year, we're probably going to get like, I swear to God, about like 10 people if they keep watching as they are. we should be getting to like 10 people who can claim the sketch commission reward. And I'm just like, fuck, that's gonna be a hell of drawings I have to do. Because everyone I talk to, because look, I don't give you all any other thing to turn your channel points in for, right? So everyone is just saving to get their sketches. For those who don't know, if you go check out the channel points rewards, the highest tiers of the channel points rewards are ink sketches, and everyone is just saving for those. It's like, fuck, I'm gonna have a shit ton of them to do next year. Oh yeah, I think the only thing that's stopping a lot of you is that I changed the stream times. You got 235? See? You got 235. You haven't even been here. You haven't even been here. Imagine, dude, you'd be at like 1,000,000 points right now if I was still streaming at the normal time. You know what I mean? Like, which Malcolm, you for sure would have it. I haven't kept up exactly with what happened, but for those who don't know, my brother's a professional powerlifter. He's a professional athlete, and I'm over here drawing on Twitch. Anyway, he competed in Sheffield this weekend today, and he came in second place. And I believe he broke some world record. That's not the first. He almost breaks a world record every time he competes. I didn't get to keep up with it today, so I don't have all the news. I know normally I'm really good about sharing like his stats and stuff, especially in the Discord. But I will get all that and I'll post it up in the Discord and I'll let y'all know what happened. So for any of my non-US viewers, I have a favor to ask y'all. For all my non-US viewers, does anyone have any recommendations for anime or comic book conventions that you know of? We were talking about this earlier. I haven't seen the last episode yet. I have the last two that I still need to watch. I'm probably gonna do that when we get off stream. I have the website loaded up right now. It hadn't been uploaded with the last episode yet when I had it open. Yeah, so we were talking about this earlier on stream, how I was looking at my original 2020 plans for conventions, and I was just looking through it, and I had so many international shows, because for those who don't know, I used to do conventions full-time, like full-time. And my strategy for 2020, before COVID happened, was I was gonna go international. I had quite a few international shows. And now that I'm dipping my feet back into cons, I kind of want to continue that strategy. I just kind of want to revive that strategy. So for any of my non-US people, if there are any anime or comic book conventions that you know of in your area, please just throw them up. And if I like them, then I'll just email the people and be like, hey, what's going on? Even though it's Sunday, gotta go to... Yeah, go, dude. Go get some rest. Oh, shit. Yeah, go take care of that. Yeah, we're not gonna be streaming too long today. I also have a project that will be paying some decent money that I need to get on. NDA stuff, so I can't say what it is, but exciting, super fucking cool project. You know, like when was the last time I took on a job that I said was gonna be really cool? Not never. But when they approached me for this one, I was just like, oh hell yeah, I'm down. So in a couple months I'll be able to talk about it. Thank you, Witchell. Yeah, I hope everything goes well on your end too. Once things, you know, kind of pan out on your end, feel free to just hit us up in the Discord or something and just give us a quick like, yo, everything's good, everything's all right. I'm also very happy that we now have Southwest Airlines where I live. You know how much money that's gonna save me for these convention travels? Jesus Christ. Did you guys know that for the we haven't had Southwest at my airport here. So all the cons that I've flown out to, never had that Southwest pricing like some of y'all convention people have had access to. Oh, okay. I did take a few hours to myself yesterday to watch John Wick. Like, my brain was so fried yesterday. I was just like, I'm gonna take like a couple hours to go watch John Wick. So after I made sure the house was all secure and like no one was gonna fucking die if I left the house, I was just like, alright, let's go. Dude, John Wick 4, that movie didn't give a fuck. No spoilers. But all I could say is that movie gave no fucks. You thought the other John Wick movies didn't give a fuck? That movie gave no fucks. I liked it a lot. So I'll give you my history with John Wick. I remember I watched the first John Wick in theaters, and I was not impressed. I was just like, yeah, it's some cool stuff, but I was like, this movie's just kind of like, it's whatever, right? I just thought it was whatever, and the whole movie's blue. I hate that. That's like that. It came out during that era where all the movies were just really blue. You know what I'm talking about? You ever seen that Mel Gibson movie called Payback? That's the first movie I ever realized they graded everything blue. And then, anyway, so John Wick 1, I'm not gonna lie, I can't even watch that movie again. I'll watch some clips, but I can't watch that whole movie again. I thought John Wick 2 is a fucking masterpiece. I think, because you know me, I'm a nerd when it comes to cinematography. And John Wick 2, they definitely, I don't know if they got somebody else for photography, or if, you know, or is it's because they went to like they went to more locations than just, what city were they in? Fucking Chicago or something in the first one or whatever. But like John Wick 2 I think is like a masterpiece. And I did not like John Wick 3 at all. Like I didn't, it's not like part 1 I'm just like half and half on. The second one I love. Part 3 I straight up didn't like. I didn't like part 3 at all. But going into 4, I thought this was amazing. So take that for what it is. As somebody who's been half and half on John Wick, that I thought part 4 was amazing. Yeah. It's long as hell, but it doesn't feel like it. It's like 90% chaos. You know how a lot of John Wick, specifically John Wick 2, like there's a lot of talking in it, right? Which, you know, not it's not bad, but I mean that's not what you're going in for. But when the runtime is almost 3 hours, it doesn't feel like 3 hours. Anyway, that's my opinion on John Wick 4, and that's my opinion on the other ones, so you can kind of gauge how I wasn't a huge John Wick fan. Like I liked it a lot, but I wasn't just like hardcore about it like some people are. It was the greatest thing ever. Hold up, I don't know about all that. But goddamn, this fourth one's really good. Just from because you know most of us here are artists, right? You know most of us here are artists, so just the colors that they use in John Wick 4, I'm just like, this is fucking awesome. It's just like it's just like a gorgeous looking movie. I think John Wick 2 started playing with more colors. Because you know John Wick 1 is just very blue. John Wick 3 was very teal. Like there's a lot of teal and orange in John Wick 3. If I remember, outside of him being in the desert, I felt like a lot of John Wick 3 was very teal, and it just didn't appeal to my visual senses. John Wick 2 had a lot more natural colors in it, but they started to play around with more like neon lights in there, right? John Wick 4 is like all neon lights, dude. This movie's fucking awesome to look at. Oh, what'd he say? What'd Zachary Levi say? Did you watch Shazam? I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like the first one. No, let me. I really enjoyed the first half of that first Shazam movie. But boy, when you get to that second half of that movie, like not just the third act, but like the second half of that movie, it's just like drags too long, man. They waited too long. I don't know, like he was making a lot of excuses. Like what? Like what? I'm curious. No, but yeah, I wasn't really that big of a fan of the last half of the the last half of the first movie. It just needed to. I think that movie just needed to be like 30 minutes shorter. And I know that the family is, you know, is very crucial to Shazam, but that movie didn't introduce the first movie didn't introduce that until like the last fucking 20 minutes of the movie. I was like, nah, y'all better off just not having them in this movie. Oh, did anyone see Caleb Plant get his ass beat by Benavidez tonight? Oh, goddamn. That guy's got a chin on him, man.
ありがとうございます。なんか最近ね、声も出していいというなんかね、感じにね、だんだんなってきたということで。
I thought Caleb Plant was gonna win that fight too.
出したことがね、ほとんどねえんだよな。なんかその合法で。だからちょっとやっぱみんなで歌いたいなと思うんで、じゃあこれを借りて。
You know, just don't give a shit about certain DC characters.
やっと歌えるぞ、割と。ありがとう。
They couldn't get any other Justice Society members or Justice Society characters. They get Superman. The Rock wasn't able to be in the movie. So he's complaining that he didn't have more popular actors in there to help push the movie out. Yo, you knew Shazam was in trouble when they put Wonder Woman in the trailer. We're just like, ooh. Yo, don't get me started on that fucking Killing Joke animated movie, man. There are some things that just don't translate. I don't know how long we've been saying this, but their biggest failure, DC's biggest, well, Warner Brothers' biggest failure, was not doing a proper Dark Knight Returns movie. You could have made it 2 movies for all we give a shit, because you could have done part 1, part 2. What a fumble. We talk about that all the time. I'm just like, clearly Michael Keaton is down to be Batman again, right? You could have got his ass before he was Vulture. Like, you could have got him around that time, you know. Odds are you wouldn't have gotten Jack Nicholson back, but like, but I mean, you could have got Tommy Lee Jones to be Two-Face again. You know, you could have got Michelle Pfeiffer back. Obviously, she's down to do superhero stuff. You know, like, you're so set on the Snyder shit. You could have done a proper Dark Knight Returns movie. But now Batman v Superman used all the iconic scenes from Dark Knight Returns. You know, you could have got Brandon Routh, because obviously he's down to play Superman again. It's like all he's been doing is waiting around for that phone call. You know, he's like, I guess I'll be on the CW. You know, just imagine, you could have got everybody back. My only thing that I need from that Flash movie, when they go into the Batcave, there better be a fucking big dinosaur and a giant coin. I've been saying this shit for years. Oh, I remember we were talking shit about the Dark Knight Returns, or excuse me, the Dark Knight Rises. Excuse me. I remember we were talking shit about the Dark Knight Rises, and it was just like, oh, that's the Batcave right there. That's the Batcave. Fucking water park, with one computer in it. I'm like, man, we get this Flash movie. You go into that Batcave, there better be a dinosaur and a giant coin in that bitch. I swear to God. And I knew that we weren't gonna get the dinosaur and the giant coin in the Batman because I was just like, well, this is like fucking Batman Year One shit, right? So I was like, all right, we're not gonna get it there. I want my dinosaur and giant coin. I want there to be a fight in the Batcave, and I want that coin to fall over and almost crush Batman, and he dodges it. That's like all I want. Just like my wish list for DC movies is so low right now. Rushed, yeah. Now you can never have the death of Superman. You can never have the post-nuclear bomb Superman who's all sunken in and has to pull, energy from flowers to revive himself. You can't do that because they already did that. They're gonna use all the Flashpoint stuff. They're gonna use all the Flashpoint stuff in this next Flash movie, so we're not gonna get a proper Flashpoint movie. Like, like we need a. Are we gonna get a Red Hood movie though? With this James Gunn Batman stuff. I mean, he's going in on Bat Family stories. But I guess you can't really do a Red Hood movie. You can't do that until like 5 movies down, right? Because if like the first movie oh, I think the first one is a Damian-based story, right? That they're doing in the new DC? Anyway. That's my nerd shit coming out. What's that actor's name who played Dr. Manhattan? Billy something. All I gotta say is just fucking just do fucking Superman Dr. Manhattan. Just do that. Not a fan of Damian? That seems to be the general consensus. I wonder if they're gonna get into the whole thing about. I wonder what the story's gonna be in the movie. Are they gonna go the Talia roofied him?
超一日楽しかったな
Well, I guess she didn't roofie him. She like gave him acid or something, and got on that. So that's what she did.
こんな楽しいパーティーが明日もなんとまた同じ会場でありますんで、今日のうちにチケットを買えば前売りで入れます。また明日会いましょう。ありがとうございました。撤収、気をつけてお帰りください。
All right, so Kawaii-Con is scheduled for next week, right? And I haven't canceled my table. I'm not gonna cancel my table. I'm just gonna I'm gonna wait till the very last moment that I can get a flight out there, and because the wife is she's recovering okay, right? Like I have to see if my just low key is like if my parents can watch our dogs for like 5 days, right? And then I'm just like, okay, look, if I can get this to work, and if the wife is recovered well enough in the next couple days, where maybe she doesn't need me for a few days, I can go to Kawaii-Con and go get a big old bag and then come home real quick. So I have not canceled my Kawaii-Con table yet. So we're gonna see if I can pull that off. Cause that's like a 5-digit bag. You know what I'm talking about? So I gotta like of course, if it gets to, you know, if it seems if it's not a 100% thing, I'm not gonna do it. You know, but it's not something that I can just disregard, you know. Yeah, I talked to one of my buddies. He's another artist. He was just like, "Dude, you should just sell the table." And I was like, "Nah, man. I've had this table paid since 2019. I'm not gonna miss it. Like, if I somehow don't go, I'm not gonna miss that money because I haven't had that money with me since 2019. So it doesn't mean anything to me." And he was just like, "Yeah, but if you don't go, then another artist could potentially." I was like, "Fuck other artists, man." It's just like, "Fuck them, dude." I swear to God, I was just like, it was just like, "Yeah, but you know, if you cancel it, you know, then you know another artist could take your place." I was like, "Man, fuck other." I was just like, I'm tired of giving shit away. Yeah, well, it's not just the bill thing, but you know that should fund the rest of the conventions for the year. No, like no cap, like for real, like just HawaiiCon itself should be able to cover convention costs for I don't say the whole year, but like most of the year, which means that the rest of the cons would probably be profit. Anyway, since Exo, since I know you're here and we like that convention talk, I thought you'd be interested in that. It's more of like a 30-70 right now. Well, that con in general is good, but it has only been getting better over the past, you know, since post COVID. They don't have any other shows out there. That's why. In Honolulu, they don't have any other shows out there. And they don't get a lot of mainland artists over there. I know they have shows. They have like smaller conventions not on the main island, right? But it's always a bunch of I was gonna say island people. Is that racist? I'm Filipino. I'm an island person. What do you mean island people? No, so when you get mainland people go over there, they're from what I've been told and what I've experienced is they're really into it because like they don't get a lot of them over there. Anyway, so Exo, that's one of the reasons you should consider doing that show later down the road when you get a chance. If you get in, you should do it because the show itself is popping and there's not a lot of competition in regards to other shows going on in Hawaii. It's on the big island, so it's like, you know, it's the big one, right? But it's also because you're coming from the mainland, you know. You want to break 5 digits? It'll happen eventually, dude. The 5 digits is one of those things where it's like it needs to be a long enough convention. So it's hard to do 5 at like a 2-day show. It's just there's just not enough time to sell your stuff, right? But you gotta. For me, it's the conditions have to be right in order to get to that 5. It's not like there are some artists who they walk into a show and it's gonna be 5 no matter what. For me, I have to see the conditions and be like, oh, I can tell that's gonna be 5, unless something goes wrong, which you can't control, right? If you see the conditions, which you'll be able to eyeball once you get more experience in there. I think my biggest challenge about going to Hawaii is that I've gotten so fat over the past couple months. I don't have any clothes that fit me. That's why I'm always wearing sweaters and shit now, because I literally have nothing that fits me. So if I go to Hawaii, it's gonna be hot as fuck, and I got nothing to wear, like nothing to wear. And I don't mean like oh, I don't have anything to wear. I mean like, dude, I had nothing in this closet I could bring with me. Like, time to get no. That's the bad thing. You don't get new clothes when you get out of shape, because then that's you giving up. That's you getting complacent. You gotta do the other thing. You gotta go back and fit into your clothes. If you buy new clothes when you gain weight, then you just gonna keep all the weight. That's just how it works. So I refuse to buy new clothes. It's just not doing that. Just fucking. What's conditional about Denver for you? What are you talking about? I think I missed something. Oh, okay. So I emailed motherfucking Denver, right? and they got back to me hella quick, where I was just like, I emailed them. I was just like, well, when are we gonna find out about these tables? And then they hit me back and they're just like, it's gonna be like 2 or 3 weeks before, you know, we start kind of finalizing and announcing. I was like, what? 3 weeks before you even start announcing it? Get the fuck out of here. So they were really quick about answering, and then once I said, hey, I want a refund, like, you need to cancel my application, like, it's just, that's not enough time. They didn't even get back to me. I was like, you fucking bitch. They responded to that first email in like 5 minutes, which means it tells me that they're seeing my emails. They just don't want to respond. Hope I didn't shoot myself in the foot by doing that. Where they're just gonna be like, well, no refunds. Like, you fucking... If you're canceled, it's no refund. But if we don't choose you, refund. Some shit like that. Watch. What kind of hat does a sushi chef wear? Wears like a sailor hat. Because, you know, fish. You just want to be done with this? Are you talking about your drawing or the Denver application? But I just want my money back from Denver. Like, Jesus Christ, is that so much to fucking ask? It take y'all so fucking long to get this done with, you know? Like, what, we applied for Denver back in what, like, motherfucking September or some shit? Now, for real, how long ago did we apply for that show? Like, for those who don't know what we're talking about applying for Artist Alley table at Fan Expo Denver. That's a really good show. You know, I like the people who run it, but they started doing this thing where you have to pay, you have to pay up front, and then if they accept you, then they'll use that payment that you sent for your table. But if you don't get in, then they'll refund that payment, right? I guess it's their way of like keeping the riffraff out, which I'm all about. But boy, that show is in like less than 3 months, so and then I got into Florida SuperCon that same weekend, which I know is a really good show, but I don't have my army anymore. I don't have my boys to send out to cons to proxy for me. It was like in September, right? It was some shit. It was hella long ago.
Did you ever
You just want to know, right? You just want to know. If I get in, I'm gonna double dip. I'm going to drive there with my buddy, and we're gonna set up on Wednesday. Oh, excuse me, we're gonna go set up on Thursday, and then I'm gonna get him totally set up, and then we'll set up on Thursday, and then he'll know how to work the table, and then I'll drive home right after that, and and then go to AX on Friday to go set up, and then I'll do AX and he'll do Denver, and then I'll have him fly to LA on Sunday, which is when Denver ends, and then I'll go pick him up and bring him with me to AX, and he'll help me sell for Monday, Tuesday at AX. Yeah, so if I get into Denver, that's what the plan is going to be. Like, if they can't cancel my spot, preferably I don't want to do that because it's so much work, but I'm willing to if we get in. Or I could just abandon the table. Old Chris wouldn't have done that. Won't be.
Look at the sky, I'm still here. I'll be alive next year. I can make something good, oh, something good. Look at the sky, I'm still here.
So you remember how a few weeks ago I was talking about I had this new fascination of watching YouTube videos that talk about like YouTubers and internet famous people and Twitch streamers who ruin their fucking careers by doing stupid shit. it's like it's like a crime drama to me. It's like watching it's they're so interesting watching the ways that people mess up their very lucrative online careers. So I recently watched one where it was talking about how Twitch streamers specifically are so, like, streaming turns them into toxic people, and they're surrounded by other toxic people because of like their viewers. And my brain was automatically like, nah, dude, like, if you get really popular while you're live streaming, and then you turn into like an insane asshole, that's just what you were before. And streaming just gave you the ability to show yourself. And then they're like, yeah, but like a lot of Twitch viewers are really, I hate the word toxic, are really toxic, and you know, it's just hard to be around. I'm like, just block them, or just turn the chat off. Like, I don't know. I was watching that video today and I was just like, that's fucking crazy. Like, you let this live stream stuff consume and destroy you. That's pretty weak. Like, people pulling six figures here on Twitch and they ruin that. I'm like, dude, you do not have your priorities straight. You could take care of your, like, if you, oh my god, you're pulling six figures on Twitch, you could take care of your fucking family. You know, all you gotta do is stay off of Twitter. You know what I mean? Like, some of these people make so much money and they take it for granted. You just like, they act like fools online and they ruin it. I'm just like, that's crazy. Like, you could set yourself up, you could set your family up, you know, you could, you know, like, and I know that being like an internet personality, it comes and goes, you know, if you don't actually have a talent to carry you, like us, like illustrators who stream their artwork, we're illustrators first, we're streamers second. And so, like, if the stream thing doesn't work, it's fine, we got other ways to make money. But like, these people who don't really have a skill or a talent, but they get really popular online for whatever reason, then they fizzle out. Everyone fizzles out. So I mean, that period of time where you're pulling in that money, you should, like, you don't have somebody around you, or you don't know that that's limited in time. Like, that money's not there forever. But if you do, you know how I'm talking about? Some of these, it's just so crazy. I see some of these people who don't do anything and they make like thousands per stream off of their subs. And I'm like, you could set your future up with that. Just don't be an idiot on Twitter for like 3 years. That's all you gotta do. You want to be racist? Go ahead and just do that on your own time. Like, oh, you're a baker. I didn't know that, man. Anyway, yeah, dude. I mean, like, don't start watching those videos because you'll get sucked into it, because it's so fascinating. Because it's like the ones who let it destroy them. You're like, did you guys ever live like a regular life in regards to, like, have you ever worked a regular job? And I think a lot of these people have not, you know. And I'm just like, you don't know how hard it is to make $1 out there, and you're streaming and you have no talent, and you think it's gonna last forever, and then you squander not just the current money that you have, but the money that you can make. And anyway, I saw that video and I was just like, this is crazy. All of you deserve this. You all deserve to lose that. Yeah, it's just like, it's like if you get away with murder, right? Like if you somehow get away with murder, you're not committing any crimes after that. You're not stealing bread from the grocery store. You're not jaywalking. You're not doing any of that stuff. So it's like, if you get a Twitch career, if you have an online career going, and people are paying you just to, like, just do nothing, you do not mess that up. I know, right? That's just people who get consumed by the social media machine. You don't really, this is my opinion on it. After watching so many videos of people who have ruined their lives, you don't have direction. They didn't have direction. You know, like, you know, when I stream, it's so that I can get more people to follow my artwork, because the artwork is what's going to be, you know, we're not going to be on Twitch forever, because Twitch, I'm not going to lie, in like 5 years, I don't know if Twitch is even going to be here. So like, that's why we, you know, we hypothetically dual stream to YouTube, right? But I feel like these people who get to that point where they're making so much, they're just like, yeah, I'm just doing this, and they don't really have a long-term goal. Because if you had a long-term goal, anyway, y'all know what I'm saying. Whoa, what's going on? We got some follows. Thank you for all the follows. I appreciate it. We're just hanging out with the sketchbook today. Like Exo, if you got internet famous, I don't think the social media machine would eat you up and spit you out, because you have plans for your artwork, you have plans for your family. You know, you're like, these are things that I need to do. And the social media is your avenue to doing it, but it's not the be all end all. If anyone just joined, we're talking about I've recently found a new hobby. I like to listen to YouTube videos while I work. I like to listen to YouTube videos that people make that talk about YouTubers and Twitch streamers who have ruined their lives and careers by doing stupid shit online. It's just so fast. It's like watching true crime to me. It's like watching To Catch a Predator. You don't know what it is that's so fascinating about it, but it's fascinating to watch. You watch other artists when you draw. I feel like somebody is drawing with you. It gives you motivation to continue. Hey, that's good. That's good. whatever works for you to keep you drawing is always good. I don't watch or listen to other artists when I work anymore. I used to, because when I do, I find that I'll sit and watch what they're doing. I'll watch them draw. So that's why I don't do it anymore, because it's actually kind of distracting to me. So I have to put stuff on that like isn't distracting. And listening and to other artists, especially if they're drawing live, definitely for me is distracting. Oh, you listen more? Okay, that's good. Yeah, I'm talking about for me. My eyes will wander and I'll see what they're doing. That's why that doesn't work for me though. Have no fucking attention span. All right, what? Uh-oh. About to lose you right now. I got 2 characters left. One day we'll get that Copic marker sponsorship. I see, yeah. I definitely consume other people's art in that same way, where I'm just like, oh, that's so fucking good, I want to be able to do that. But I can't do it while I'm drawing, unless I'm using them as like reference. Yeah, I can't just have them in the background, because I'll just sit there and watch them draw. It's like, alright, well, this is what we're doing today. You did to talk a lot. You try and put it on the background. Just think of it as an art jam. Okay. I'm gonna be on for a couple more minutes and then head out because I do have some projects that I need to finish that I can't talk about other than that and that and that.
Make some noise for KZ!
So I was in a much better mood today. I do invite everybody to hop into our Discord server. When am I announcing it? Oh no, dude, it's gonna be like June or some shit. when I could like show y'all what I'm working on this project. Like the music? Oh, thank you. I enjoy this music a lot. I was gonna say, well, I didn't make it, but no. They recently had a concert today. And I'm kind of catching up on the music from that concert, so that's what we're listening to right now. Well, this was a fun stream. Again, I invite everybody to hop into the Discord. So I just wanted to get a little bit of mileage in today. I haven't really been able to do any art studies lately, so... Okay. I guess we'll... No, we're not gonna raid anyone. I'm just gonna get back to work over here. So thank you for hanging out. Thank you all for hanging out. I gotta get back to work. I hope you all have a really good day. Thank you for all the follows today. I appreciate it. That's it. Yeah, thank you. I'm not gonna be going to sleep tonight. I got way too much work. So wish me luck on all that, and I wish you all luck on whatever projects you got going on tonight.